guys, I want to speak to this concept today about education as a key. Oftentimes, I think we look at education as just the means to an end, or formal education is specific to be a place that says we just have to do it because that's what our culture says you do. When you turn 5 years old, you go off to school, or 4 years old, go off to school, or if your person's in daycare, very similar process. And they go through school all the way till they need to go through college. And then when they go through college, they decide, do I continue and maybe do a master's or do a doctorate, or go to maybe after high school to go to formal training of some kind of skill or craft. But this idea of formal education is what I'm focusing on there. Imagine I'm a janitor and I've got a whole bunch of keys on my key ring. What could happen if I simply look at those janitors with a key ring? The question may become, do you really know where every one of those keys access? Do you know what doors they open? Or if you know what doors open, do you know how to, when you get into that door, do you have authority? Do you really have access? Do you really have the ability to navigate once that door opens? Is that your place to go into? And so let me say it this way. If education is a key, imagine us thinking about going through a process of acquiring the key to enter places that we actually have authority or access or ability, or we have the identity to walk in. And I think oftentimes what happens, people enter into these spaces with the key in hand, and they find themselves not knowing how to navigate. Or let me give another word picture. Say I give you a key to a car, but you don't know how to drive. Or I give you a key to a house, but the house is way too big for you, or the house is not your house, or whatever it may be. This idea of keys give us access to certain doors, and as we enter those doors, the hope is that we can navigate within those doors. So my challenge and my charge and my desire is to see people acquiring keys of which they're trained to acquire those keys, or trained to go into the doors of those places that they're getting the keys for. It's a thought, it's a word picture, it's not perfect, but I want us to begin to think about what kind of keys have we acquired that we don't really know how to navigate the doors of those places we've acquired those keys, or we don't know what to do once we open the door, once we get access to that respective place. So I want to charge us and challenge us today is to think about being very sensitive to the keys that we're acquiring, because I don't want us to find ourselves acquiring keys, but we become like a janitor with a ring full of keys, but we can access doors, but we don't really know how to navigate within. We don't really have authority or jurisdiction or ability to really navigate those places we can enter in. Hope you're well. Take care. Talk to you soon.